One of the things that you can do with sensitivity, you can actually touch a person's head and tell, based upon the point you're touching, how that part of the brain functions. Like over here, it's a little bit temperamental, wanting to get one's way. But over here, it's more temperamental, wanting to get one's way. So I know Dunja. So now this one is about curiosity. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see how Robert's brain in the same area is going to be like. Now it's ironic that both are curiosity, but the curiosity over here is driven by talking. So he's willing to be curious as long as he can talk about it. So let's see. I'm going to take a look over here. Listening, willing to listen, loves listening. Loves listening to himself. So there's a little bit of a difference in how they're using those brain patterns and functions. This is like, both of them are willing to kind of like look at the same situation in a very curious yet practical way. So they do have a similarity here. Loves being on stage. He loves being on stage. She loves being looked at. Not necessarily being on stage, but just being looked at and listened to. Cut it out. I'm just letting them know the secrets of your brain. I'm not doing anything special. Over here, knows how to deal with loss, grief. Knows how to make jokes about loss and grief. Okay, try the other side of the brain. Again, his is listening and really being attentive. If he likes something, he memorizes it. This is more being upset about hearing things. So they have different areas of how they use hearing. Oh, pleasure. This is like, you really, really like it. When I find pleasure spots, it's like I'm having pleasure in her brain too. So he's a little bit hard to find pleasure spots with. So I'm just going to stick with Dunja and enjoy her brain. There's a lot of white light here. There's a lot of white light over here too. So, they make a really good pair of flashlights. So I'm going to kind of like look a little bit over here. This is about wonderment. And she stays with wonderment. It's like, oh wow, that's really wonderful. He stays for a microsecond, which we all have different levels of tolerance of wonderment. And she loves telling stories. And he's always skeptical about every story he hears, so you make a good editor. So this is an example of what you can do. You have sensitivity and you study how things get turned on in the brain. So thank you very much.